Hello everyone. This is the final announcement for the OTC course. These are some takeaways from the online teaching certificate. Some are taken from summary of your postings. Some are taken summary from the readings or from my experience. First one is engagement. The importance of engaging students and creating student-to-student interaction. Engagement, as we discussed during the class, does not mean you have to respond to every post or every question. Part of creating good online courses is that you're actually having students being responsible for their learning. So for example, in the class, the help form was had the questions that some of you answered. Same thing in your class. So engagement, not responding to every post, but balancing between really visibly being there, engaging, responding, and having students really know you're close by when needed. Course design. As we began teaching online, we began to collect materials from here and there. We modified some of our classes. We added activities. As I told you, I kept adding activities without modifying my course learning outcome. As a result, lack of alignment between the learning outcome, the content, and the assessment. Week 3 gave us some important information on creating effective course design and syllabus. The 3 presents: teaching, social, and cognitive. Some of you commented on my teaching presence, even though there were several peer-led discussion where I was not there, as in not responding to every post or almost in some cases any posts, because the goal in this discussion were for the peer to interact. When I read every post, when needed, I answered questions. So the teaching presence, according to some of our readings, is a principle which used effectively can guide the social as well as the cognitive presence. The second link is actually, surprisingly, a Canvas course. I say surprisingly because I was surprised it was available online when I was searching for extra articles. The article asserts that teaching presence combines course design and course delivery. Remember, we talked about course design, everything that happens from when it's an idea of needing to create the course to the first day of class. Course delivery, on the other hand, happens from or takes place from first day of class till the end of the class. ADA compliance and accessibility is always an important aspect and takeaway from the OTC. Often makes participants feel overwhelmed by the amount of work that needed to make their courses fully accessible. My suggestion is start in small steps, what's absolutely necessary, unless you are one of the lucky ones who have a whole team that can help you make your course accessible before day 1 of class. Balance workload and family. We want to be there for our students, but we need to be there for our family as well. Strategies learned in week 9 on how to set a schedule so that students are not confusing the flexibility of anytime and anywhere to all the time and everywhere. I know I shared with you that one of the most important takeaway when I was being trained to be an online instructor was to resist the urge to respond immediately to inquiries and emails the first week of class. When you do, you've set that expectations that you are always there, especially if you are one of those who are blessed or cursed with insomnia like myself. and work at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're setting that expectation that when you send a question at 2 in the morning, I respond at 2:02 in the morning. Because then when you take the normal hours, the within 24 hours, you will get complaints. It's like, I emailed you 20 hours ago. What happened? Self-care. Always take care of you. Taking care of you is an extremely important aspect of being a great online instructor, a great colleague, and a great family person. Please do not forget the you in the formula. Self-care includes time where you totally disconnect from work. It also means you are taking care of you professionally. Look for learning that helps you stay on top of things and learning new strategies that may make your load easier. Networking is an extremely important aspect, especially if you work remotely. It is more important too if you teach mainly online to connect with fellow colleagues that keep you going, motivated, and really more importantly enjoying the teaching process. We talked about isolation being one of the main reasons that students withdraw from online classes. I'm now reading in research that isolation is also an important aspect for those who teach mainly online. So if you work remotely, take care of you and take care of your professional well-being as well as your sanity. Human interaction. We are social beings. Adding a synchronous session to your course, if possible, will enhance the engagement level, bring you, the professor, to life in the mind of students, and increase the student-to-student interaction. If your organization, or your institution, organization does not have a license to a commercial like the one we were using in during the live session, use Skype, use Google Hangout. There are some free options that you can use for some synchronous session. Human interaction with you, the professor, and with fellow students can lead to more student success and less attrition. When I start teaching online, initially I was the only one on camera, and students had to be on microphone. And then I required all of them to be on camera for several reasons. One of the students said this was really helpful because seeing the maybe confusion in some of the other students' eyes has helped me. This is what the student saying to me, has helped me to know I'm not alone. We're all in this together. Lastly, share the joys and the struggles of teaching online. As you work to build your learning community, also learn to share the joys, the struggles of online teaching. Share your strategies, see what others have done to manage the workload. It really has been a pleasure working with all of you. I wish you all the best of luck in your professional learning as you continue to work to become one of the great online instructors.